It's important to note that there is no singular creation myth in ancient Greek mythology. The famous poets Homer and Hesiod both have their own versions of how everything came to be, as does the ancient cult of Orphism. The aforementioned Hesiod provides the most well-known and complete telling of the creation myth, and this is the creation myth that we'll be focusing on today. Found within his theogony, Hesiod begins with chaos, which is presented as a yawning nothingness. Without any help, chaos birthed Gaia, the personification of the earth, Tartarus, the personification of the underworld, Eros, the personification of desire, Nyx, the personification of the night, and Erebus, the personification of darkness. These novel primordial beings then went on to make some of the lesser-known primordial beings, such as Hemera, day, and Pontus, sea. However, Gaia gave birth to Uranus, who's super significant to the next part of this myth. In the most Greek mythological procession possible, Gaia then took Uranus as her husband. From their marriage, they bore the Titans Oceanus, Coeus, Crius, Hyperion, Iapetus, and Cronus, and their sisters Taea, Rhea, Themis, Mnemosyne, Phoebe, and Tethys. The couple also bore 6 monsters, Cyclops and the Hecatonchires, who were then imprisoned in Tartarus by Uranus. After Cronos, Time, was born, Uranus declared that no more Titans would be born since he was incredibly worried about being overthrown. However, unbeknownst to Uranus, his mom-wife Gaia was enraged at the fact that he had imprisoned a third of their children in the underworld. She asked her children to attack their father with a sickle, and Cronos was able to castrate and overthrow Uranus, throwing his drachmas into the sea. This caused a great wave, and from this wave came Aphrodite, the goddess of love, lust, and beauty. Anyway, back to Cronos. He and his Titan siblings are now the rulers of the universe. Cronos took his sister Rhea as his wife, and with her he bore 6 divine children, Hestia, Poseidon, Hera, Hades, Demeter, and Zeus. Cronos knew that, if he overthrew his father, his own children could overthrow him too, and so he ate the first 5 of his children, much to the dismay of Rhea. Rhea, however, knew Gaia was also upset since Cronos didn't free her monstrous children from Tartarus after usurping the throne from his father, so the two beings hatched a plan to take him out of the picture. After Zeus's birth, Rhea hid him from his father and instead wrapped a rock in a baby's blanket for Cronos to eat. Cronos, surprisingly, didn't notice at all, and Zeus was able to grow up and build his strength to one day overthrow his father. When the time had finally come, Zeus fed his father a drugged drink, which caused Cronos to vomit up all of Zeus's siblings. After this, the Olympians and their monstrous uncles fought the Titans in what is known as the Titanomachy. After 10 years of war, the Olympians came out victorious and established themselves as rulers of the universe. Zeus then took Metis, a Titan goddess, as his first wife. In a sort of roundabout way, Zeus then became worried about the same thing his father and grandfather were, being overthrown. Zeus was fated to be overthrown by his son, born by Metis, so when his wife became pregnant, he swallowed her. However, while hanging out inside of Zeus's skull, Metis was able to birth Athena, and the goddess of wisdom sprung from Zeus's forehead, fully armed and ready for battle. After this, Zeus took his sister Hera as his new wife, and the two had Ares, Hebe, Eileithyia, and Hephaestus. Apollo, Artemis, and Hermes are all the result of Zeus's affairs with human women, as is Dionysus. Dionysus becomes an Olympian after Hestia steps down as she was content tending the Olympian hearth and didn't want to cause a 13th Olympian. The creation of man happened multiple times according to Hesiod, and mankind was created by both the Titans and Olympian gods. The Titans forged the Golden Age of humans, and the Olympians forged the Silver Age, the Bronze Age, the Age of Heroes, and the Iron Age. There's a little debate surrounding which age we live in today. The last age mentioned by Hesiod was the one that he was living in, the Iron Age. So we could either say that we live in the Iron Age, or we could say that we live in an age far surpassing the 5 aforementioned.